This is McCook's Mr. Bill. It is an honor to have you here. Well, deer season starts this weekend. I said deer season. That's a rite of passage for much of southwest Nebraska. Absolutely. A lot of people like to hunt deer. My wife is the deer hunter of my family because I can't stand noise. With that in mind, though, recently they had a big bust, a game law violation bust. A outfitter slash hunting guides up here in northern Nebraska got caught. Yeah. And not just a little bit. They must have been doing a whole bunch of stuff wrong. Because the fine was a $500,000 fine for them. $500,000 fine. And that didn't count over 30 people from other states were going to be fined because they were a part of it, but that's a separate fines. And of course, they took illegal game then to that state, which that state will fine them for having brought illegal game into that state. So it's going to be a nightmare mess that probably won't get all solved for a year or two before they get it all said and done. But a $500,000 because you're breaking the rules when you go hunting is not a good idea for anyone, or to think that you can get by with it. And the more people that are involved with it, the lot better chance of you getting caught. Absolutely. Because somebody's going to brag, somebody's going to talk, and it's going to get out. And once it's out, you can't put the genie back in the bottle. Simple as that. Absolutely. I will tell you of one poaching incident, though, that turned out a little different, and that was a long time ago. I've spoke of it before. And I was just a little bitty kid. And a game warden come pulling into our yard north of Hamlet over there. The old game warden knew my father, and they had known each other for quite some time. But anyway, so the old game warden, he said, "We got a problem." He said, "I seen a dead deer carcass down there. Somebody butchered it, killed it and butchered it." And Dad said, "Yeah, I've been seeing a few myself." And so the old game warden said, "I'm pretty sure I know who did it." And he said, "I'd like you to go with me so there isn't any trouble." And he said, "I'm not going to arrest the guy. I just want to talk to him." And so they went over on the other side of the canyon. Now on that canyon, the other side, it got hailed. So that farmer, he was just a sharecropper like my father was a sharecropper on this side. And he got hail though. And so when they went in there, they told him, they said, "Okay, this is the deal. We're pretty sure you killed some deer. Just about be able to prove it if we go through your freezers and stuff, so you just will tell us." So the guy admitted that he had killed deer, 4 deer so far, 4. But he had, near a half a dozen, I've forgotten the number, of little kids, stair-step kids, about like me, on down, to feed. And he said that, without a crop, they just couldn't make it without that. And so the old game warden, he said, "Well, this is what I'll do." He said, "You got enough meat for the rest of the winter?" And the guy said openly, he said, "No, I don't think so." And he said, "I'll let you poach another 4 if you want, total of 8. But if it gets out, anybody finds out, I have to arrest you. If you give the meat away, I will arrest you. If you sell the meat, I will arrest you. But if you're just feeding your family and those little kids," he said, "I'm going to look the other way. I'm going to look the other way." And that's how it was. That's how it was. And a poacher, in my humble opinion, is somebody that just either kills it for sport or for profit. But if you're trying to feed your family, I have a hard time putting the name poacher on it. But with that in mind, a $500,000 fine ought to make anybody back up that's thinking about possibly poaching in Nebraska or anywhere else. You guys have a good day.